If you've ever wanted to draw, but you feel like you're not very good, this is for you. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to draw a simple city scene using markers. No experience needed. This is quick, relaxing, and honestly, kind of hard to mess up. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started on this super easy cityscape drawing. Now you could do this straight with a outlining pen or a marker. I'm going to sketch it out with pencil first. So I'm going to start right down here at the bottom, and I'm going to start drawing in some buildings. And we're just going to keep them real basic, nothing crazy. We're just drawing shapes. Okay, so rectangular shapes, that's all we're doing. Just some boxes down here. And you can change them up, make some taller, some shorter. And then we're going to do our next row. Come across, straight down. And we're just going to keep doing that. So we can put one over here. Just straight lines, as straight as you can get them. They don't have to be perfect. Sometimes making our lines a little bit crooked just gives it a little bit more character. We're just going to tuck some in behind. And then over here, maybe have that one come up that way. I like to not keep them even also. So like not bringing this one across to here. Bring it up just a little bit higher. And then we got this guy back here. And maybe he'll just go at an angle right off the page. Okay, super simple. So now we're just going to throw an outline on there real quick. Now, like I said, you could have just done this straight with a pen. Either way, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you feel comfortable drawing with a pen or a marker, then that would be the quicker way. But sometimes that can feel a bit intimidating. And I am using my Ohuhu fine lining drawing pen. I love these Ohuhu products that I've been using. And we're just going to go right over top of these pencil lines. Super simple. Super simple means relaxing, calming, no stress art, which is what I like to make. And I like to encourage others to make as well. Because art should be fun and relaxing, not stressful. Okay, so I like a nice, thick, heavy outline on my drawings. So I use the biggest nib. This is the one. This is an 8-pack. And I use this big guy over here. And it worked out pretty well for this drawing. I like how that looks. Now I can clean up some of these pencil lines if I want. But there really aren't too many on this drawing. So now the next thing we need to do is we're going to add our color. Here are the color combinations that I came up with. And these were from the Ohuhu Honolulu Bee 48-pack. And I picked out some greens. So you could really do it with either the 3 markers or 2 markers. The 2 doesn't look too bad. This one adds a little bit of a middle tone of green that blends it a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother. But for this type of drawing, it doesn't really matter. And then for the blue, this was the first one that I did, and it was okay. I didn't quite like how those blended together. I feel like this combination was better, and that's the BV310, B111, and B08. I thought looked a little bit better than this one. So they're the same. I just swapped out this B115 and replaced it with the B111. So those color combinations worked very well. I thought they blended together nicely, and I like how they look together. I have my colors all picked out already, and I have a range of green. So we're going to put a nice little gradation in here, a little fade. So I'm going to start with the darkest one and start at the top and just come down. And I'm doing this little flicking motion, and then switch to my medium green and do that same thing and overlap that color above it. And then come down here and I can work up on that one. And we get a nice little blended fade of colors. And then I can come up here, darken that up a little bit. Now that's up to you if you want to go back over it again and make it a little bit darker, because it will darken up each time you go over it. And that's it. So we're going to do that for all of those buildings. And then we're also going to do the same thing for the sky using blue. So I am going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit, and I'll be back with you when I have the color all done. Okay, so now we're going to finish it up with the final step, which is going to be to add some windows with the white. And this is a Gravity acrylic marker. This is the extra fine tip. And I just got these, so I'm going to give them a try and see how they go. So one of the things I like to do is just add a little white highlight to the buildings. It adds a little bit of contrast, makes everything stand out against the colors in the background. And so far this pen works very nicely. I like it. Usually I'll use a Jelly Roll pen, and that works pretty good. This is a little bit different, goes on a little bit different. I like it. So now I'm just gonna kind of scribble in some windows. And again, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be even. And just throw in some windows wherever you think's appropriate. And you could do this in yellow. I just happen to have white. You could do 3 rows of windows. You could fill in each one. You could skip. Make it look like some are lit up, some are not. However you want to do them. I'm going to come all the way down towards the bottom with the windows. You can touch them up a little bit if you need to. And then for the sky, we can just add some stars. Make sure you get down here. And I want to make some of them a little bit bigger, some smaller. Add a little bit of variation to them and make sure they're randomly placed. I don't want it to look like there's any kind of a pattern to them. Get up close to the buildings. And then I like to do these little starburst in a couple spots. And then I am going to go ahead and finish up these windows real quick, and I'll be back when that's done. That's it for this quick, easy. I think it was a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it too. This nice little cityscape, little city drawing that's super easy, beginner friendly that anybody can do. And if you were just working on it, not talking, not taking extra time to explain things, I think this could be done in about 5 minutes or so. And I think it's a good practice for using markers as well as just working on having some fun little easy drawings. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Happy creating! And that's it. You just drew a full little city scene in just a few minutes. If that felt relaxing or even a little fun, try doing this for just 5 minutes a day. I actually put together a simple 7-day drawing challenge to help you build that habit so you always know what to draw next. I'll link it below if you want to keep going. And before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!